Every time you start building a brand new website with Divi 5, this is the layout that you get. And I'm sure you can agree with me that this is purely a blank slate. But if you're a design agency or a freelancer, you want at least a much better starting point. And this is where the Divi 5 starter site comes in. It has a lot of things pre-designed for you. So first of all, let's take a look and see what you have to do if you had a blank website. So the first thing you probably want to do is to come over here into your dashboard. You want to go in and create your pages. So you'd come over here, create your home page, you create your contact page, your about page, and so on. Now, once that page has been created, you want to come over here to appearance, you go to menus, and then you want to create your menu for your website. Once that menu is done, you have to go into your settings here, you go into reading, and then make sure that you set your home page to a static page, and then set your blog page to the post page. Now, do you see how much time it's taking you every single time you do that? It's a long time. Over here now, let's say you've set all your pages, everything is looking good. Here's what you need to do next. And this is where things really get crazy. You'd come over here now to your theme builder, and this is where you want to create all your templates. You want your header, you want your footer, you want your 404 page. I mean, look at all these pages that you need to build. I mean, these are all templates. You need your archive pages, you need your 404 page, you need your search results page. So all these templates need to be designed. Now imagine doing this for every single website build. It is crazy. Now you may say, okay, but Mac, Divi has its own starter sites, and that's true. But you know what the problem is? If we come over here now, I'm not sure if I'm able to demonstrate this because I haven't logged in. If you come over here to quick sites, okay? Oh yes, I have to log in. The problem with the quick sites is these are complete done websites for you. So it could be, let's say, a dentist website, but you may not necessarily want to start with a dentist website. You want to start your own website from scratch. So what the SiteKrafter starter site does now is it has pretty much designed all those steps for you. So if you take a look here, you'll notice that we have a header. If we scroll all the way down here, we have a footer. And by the way, we have two footers. We have the light mode and the dark mode, all designed for you. All you have to do is to go in and change all your links and make them link. And it's very, very simple to do that. Next, if the website has a blog, the blog page has already been designed. And this is what it looks like. If you scroll down here, your footer is there, and these are all your blog posts. If you click on the specific blog like this, it has a design already done for you. So as you can see here, this is the design. You have your social media links here. You have your previous page. You also have an option here to sign up onto the mailing list, which is fantastic. And then finally, we have the comments area here as well. So all this is done for you. You don't even have to go in and do anything. And all these buttons here work. If I go previous, we go into this one. Now, I want you to notice something very important here. All these blog posts are all following the same structure. So everything is going to be consistent throughout, which is brilliant. Okay, so let's say someone has typed in a page that doesn't exist like that. We have a 404 page. Look at that. So this can also be customized if you want to. And if you click here on go back home, it takes you to the home page. You also have a contact page already designed for you. So all you have to do is to add your email address and adjust, the settings over here to whatever you need. So you might be thinking, well, is that the end? I mean, is this where it all ends? Absolutely not. Now, I want to show you something very important here. So when someone, let's say, wants to log into this website, they get this boring login page, okay? Let me show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. Your client has to be greeted with this page. And I'm sure you can agree with me that this is super boring. I mean, who wants, a default page like this? Now, out of the box, the Divi 5 starter site has a layout which looks way much better than this. Now, I mean, tell me, compare that to this. And this is highly customizable, by the way. You can go in, add your image here, you can add a logo, you can add colors. So this now replaces your default login that looks like this, all out of the box. So I know now you're probably saying, but Mac, what else does this starter site have? Well, I've got something really cool to show you. You know, when people, fill in a form and it just gives them a generic, page, or a message. Now here we have created pages which gives a message after someone has filled in the email. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to say mac@makita.co.uk. Okay. And I'm going to say this is a test. Right, so this is my contact. If I click on confirm, you're going to notice that we are going to get this page. Now you can, I know it looks blank, but you can go ahead and design this however you want. But at least it's communicating with the user. It's saying, well, thank you for your message. We'll get in touch with you shortly, usually in less than 24 hours. And this is built into the website. So you don't have to go in and create all these pages. They're all done for you. And the same thing applies with the login page, with the subscription pages. So if you come over here and you want to subscribe, you'd go in here and let's say mac@makita.com. Okay. If you click on join to build your mailing list, guess what happens? You get a message. Now this is double opt-in, so it's saying almost done. Please check your email and confirm your subscription. So, this is an experience out of the box that you get with the SiteKrafter starter site, which is really, really cool. Now, I want to show you something also very, very important here, which you don't get with a lot of starter sites. So we're going to head over to our dashboard here, and I'm going to show you that we have plugins that are added onto your website already. So we have Anti-Spam Bee. So if you are running a blog, this is a fantastic plugin. It will save you from all the spam. Fluent Forms. Now this form is very, very powerful. Now I know you're probably asking, but Mac, why didn't you use the Divi form? Well, this has a ton of features. It has so many features. It's unbelievable. In fact, I've made some videos before. I'll link them in the video description below. You also have the Fluent Auth. Now, this is the plugin that takes care of your security, because when you build WordPress websites, you need a security plugin that will keep you safe. So it does all the core security settings for you ahead of time. And you know those brute force attacks where someone tries to log into your website by guessing the passwords? It only gives you a limit of 5. Now, after that, it locks you out for 30 minutes. So all this is automatic. So if you're designing this website for your client, they are automatically protected. And then over here, we have your two-factor authentication. You can decide how you want this to work. Now, I'm going to have a tutorial about this where I discuss how you can, further set things up for your website. So all this is pretty much done for you. Here on the dashboard, you get all your information on who's been trying to log in, who has been blocked, how many successful logins, and so on. Now, here's the thing. Remember, I showed you this page, right? I showed you this page where someone can log in using this beautiful login page. The question is, where do they go after logging in? So if you use WordPress, you know that after logging in, you get this page here. And this page, it's just too much information and boring. So what we've done here is we've created a dashboard. Okay, so this dashboard here has all the information you need for your client or even for yourself if you want to make things much nicer for WordPress. So when you log in, you are automatically redirected to this page right here. And this page has all the information you need. So let's say your client or you want to add a brand new page. You can just click here on add new page. And then you can start giving your page a title. And then you go into the builder and start building it. Okay, simple as that. If you want to edit a page, if you click on that, it takes you to all your pages. And then you can go to the page that you want to edit. And so on. Same thing applies with the blog post. Same thing applies with the media. If you want to upload something, you click on here, select the file, and it uploads. So as you can see here, you have all the necessary information you need in order for you to be very efficient when you're working on your website. It even has analytics. So if you want to see how your website is performing, there's also analytics here, and you can actually see how the website is performing, which is fantastic. So all these things are built into the system. Over here, you can add your own useful links. This is where you can go in and add whatever links you want. And over here, and this is very important. So every website you build, in your agency, you may want to add this form so that when they want to contact you, they can just come over here, add their name, email address, and then they just add their message, and this form will be sent to you as the person that's maintaining the website. So this is a much better experience, and it's taken a default WordPress website or Divi website to a much more functional website. Now, let me show you again something that's also very important. So, you know, when you search for something on a normal WordPress website, you get this page that doesn't look, you know, very exciting. So over here now, I'm going to say Lorem and search. You actually have a search results page, which looks like this, right? So everything is pretty much done for you. If you want to search for something here, you can go ahead and, you know, search. And here it tells you these are the results for Lorem. So it has everything built in, ready for you to start designing your website. Now, I also want to show you something very interesting here. If you go back to your dashboard, you're going to notice that all your templates are done for you. So let's go to the theme builder here. So you can see your 404 page has been designed, your blog post, your blog page. And if you want a page with no headers, you know, this is the template for it, your search results, your archive pages. So everything is done for you ahead of time. So now I know you're probably asking, but Mac, what about the colors? What about the fonts? So the good thing about this is we've thought about this. And the really cool thing is when you start designing, you know, your website, all you have to do, in fact, let's go to a specific page here so I can show you. So let's say we're on this blog page and you want to change, you know, this color here across the whole website. There's only one place that you need to go and change your primary color, and it is right here. So let's go and let's say edit the page. Oops, this is a template. So let's go back. So let's go to, okay, let's go to contact page. All right, so let's say you want to edit this page and make a few changes. So you'd come over here to your variable manager, you go to your colors. So this is the current color. Okay, so I want to change this completely and add a totally different color. Okay, so we're going to go with, okay, let's go with this color right here. So let's say this is now my new color for my brand new website. So I'm going to say save, apply the changes, and then I'm going to hit preview. And this is going to open in a new tab. So now if I go to blog, look at that. And everything just works. So my color here, my search bar, you know, everything is just pretty cool. Just by changing that color, it applies across the whole website. So if I go to my buttons here, you'll notice that this now has changed. You see that? Pretty cool. So it is very easy for me to go and do a site-wide change. So you can do this with your primary colors. You can also do this with your secondary color, which is right here. Okay. And if you want to change your headings, you can always do them over here. Now, you may be thinking, well, but my text here doesn't look right. What about my text? Now, this template or this starter site, you know, it just saves you so much time because all you need to do are a few changes to this. So let's say you head over here to your, let's say to your numbers, you can go in here, you know, you can add all your values and they're applied across the whole website. You go to your text. And let's say you want to, this is your, let's say, main text. You can add all your sizes here if you want to with your variables, which is brilliant. And these variables are applied across the whole website. If you go to your fonts here, let's say you want to, in fact, let's get rid of this. If you want to adjust your fonts, you come over here. And as you can see, our headings here are open sans. So you can actually go in here and say, I want my headings to be Poppins. And as soon as you select that, and then your body, let's say you want your body to be Inter. We're going to go with Inter right here, save variables, apply. And now when we save this, let's refresh our page here and see if that will take effect. Look at that. Now, this has been updated across the whole website. Look at that. I mean, isn't that cool? Now, everywhere where I've added my primary color, you can see there, everything has been updated. My links have been updated. Oh, I forgot to mention that When it comes to the footer, there is two footers right here. There is a dark version and a light version. So if you come over here to Divi, we go to the theme builder. If we go to the footer, you notice that we have this one here, right here, which is active. So if you want to disable it, you can just come over here, go to your background. No, oops, you're going to go to your advanced, and then you want to go to visibility. Make sure you disable it on your phone, your tablet, and your desktop, and then activate the dark version by coming over here, advanced, visibility, and then you want to click on that to disable it. And now our dark version has been activated. And to prove that, we're just going to hit exit, save all changes, and then let's head over now to our website and take a look. So now when I scroll down, you're going to notice that we now have the dark version. And this is very, very easy to go in and customize. So as you can see, this is a very, very powerful system which will enable you to design your websites from scratch. Now, I know you're probably saying, but Mac, what if I have SiteKrafter Pro, which is the Divi 5 framework? Well, that's pretty cool. You can just come over here to appearance, go to your themes, add a new theme, add the framework as a child theme. And once you add it, now you have the freedom to go in here and start adding your spacing. Now you have responsive text and all that good stuff is all baked in. So this has been designed in such a way that it is an easy progression. So if you want to start a brand new website, you don't have to spend time creating your headers, your footers, creating all these templates every single time. You don't have to do that. So what does this mean? How much is it? Well, here's the cool thing. This template, and I know it's taken me a very long time to put this together, and I thought the price would be around $67. Okay, you can use this. You can use this on unlimited websites. No questions asked. It doesn't really matter, and you get a full support. In fact, I'm going to create a community for this template. It's going to have further enhancements. It's going to have further additions to this. Okay, so this, remember, it's in beta. So we're going to make sure that as Divi is updating, this is also going to be updating. So this is going to be beta, so it's going to be $67, but I'm having a special. Okay, I'm going to give you a coupon code. All that information is going to be in the video description below. Okay, you're going to have a coupon code and you can get this starter site for $47. Use it as many times as you want, and you'll have an automatic invite into the Divi community. So you can go in there, share ideas, share templates, and all the templates I'm going to be making, you can just drag and drop them into this and it's going to work. Okay. For lifetime members, now this part is very important. For lifetime members, you don't have to pay. This is 100% free. So remember, when you purchase the lifetime license, I say to you that every other product, whether it's a course, whether it's a template, whether it's a starter site, I mean, it's all going to be free. It's all covered in your lifetime membership. So this is going to be available for download for you, 100% free. But of course, if you want to support me and send me the $47, I'll appreciate it. You know, I'll appreciate it. But I'm just making sure that I honor my lifetime members by making sure that I stick to what I agreed, which is all these products I'm going to be creating are absolutely free for you. So the last step now is, okay, how do we install this template? Let me show you how. So let's head over now to our site that we've already created. Is it this one? Okay, so I have to go back to zipwp and go to our site, which I just created. So let's say this is our blank website. You have to have a Divi license, by the way. Okay, so this is our blank website. So what you do is you come over here to plugins. You click on add plugin. The plugin you want to add is called WP Vivid. Okay, it's very important. You search for that and you install it. So that's step one. You install WP Vivid. Okay. Activate it, make sure it's all set up and it's working fine. The second step is uploading that file that you would have downloaded. Okay, so when you download the file after purchasing it, this is what you need to upload over here. So you click on this little tab here, you click on select files, and then you want to go ahead and upload it. And this is what it looks like. Double click on that and then click on upload. Okay, next you're going to need to click on okay, it's gonna come very soon. Anyway, as I was saying, okay, it's still uploading. As I was saying, it's very important that when we set everything up, you follow all the steps, because you might have issues where, you know, the file does not upload properly. So you want to make sure that, you know, you follow these steps as I am showing you. So right now it's uploading. It's going to take, you know, a bit of time. And by the way, it's going to depend with your internet connection. You know, mine is a bit on the slow side. That is why it's taking a bit long. But if your internet is fast, it's going to do it really fast. Okay, so our starter site has been uploaded. All you have to do now is to click on OK. And then finally, you need to make sure now that you restore this. Okay, so you want to come over here to restore and then click on this little button here that says restore. It's very important you do this. So once you do that, you click on OK, and now it is going to restore the complete website, which means you're going to have the complete starter site on your website. It is that simple. So every time now you're going to start designing your website, it is going to start from a much better starting point. All you need to do is to make a few tweaks, change your fonts, change your colors, and then you can just go straight into the design. Now you may be saying, but Mac, Divi has its own starter sites. And yes, I agree with you. But the only thing is, these starter sites that Divi has, they are specific, completely built websites. So it could be perhaps maybe a restaurant website. But what if you don't want to start with a restaurant website? What if it's a custom-made website that you need to do? This is where this starter site comes in. So it is a valuable tool to have if you're a freelancer, or if you are a design agency. You can use this on multiple websites. There's no license for this. And you also have full support. Like I said, you will be invited to a special community where you're going to have full support after you purchase this. Anyway, the link to that is in the video description below. Go ahead and check it out. Now, this is almost complete. I just want to show you that this is really, really working. Okay, so we are 95% now. Okay, so as you can see, it says the restore has completed successfully. I'm now going to click on OK, and this should now take us to a login page. And sure enough, here it is. So this is now a brand new website. So let's take a look at this. So by the way, if you log in with your username and password, it will redirect you to your dashboard, as I've just demonstrated a few moments ago. All right, so let's hit enter, and you can see now that this is a brand new website. So each time it's going to start you off with a blank template, which has a lot of information. And as you can see, this is your login page. It also has your blog page all set up for you. And these are the two examples that I included. So at this point, if you want to use the layout that you have right now, you can go ahead and do that, or you can go in and start pretty much customizing it however you want. Anyway, there's a link in the video description below to get the discounts. So instead of $67, you're going to get this for $47. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments box below. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.